Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be successful and wealthy, while others struggle to survive? The truth is, there are many differences between the way rich and poor people handle their money and life in general. In this video, we'll talk about the things poor people do that rich people don't. We will discover habits and behaviors that may be preventing you from reaching your financial goals and how you can change them to have a more prosperous future. No matter where you are in life, it is always possible to improve your habits and decisions to achieve the success you want. So let's discover together these differences and how they can impact our lives. Number 1. The poor blame others for their misfortunes. In life, we all face challenges and difficult times, some more than others, but how we respond to them can make all the difference in the world. A victim mentality is easy to adopt, but it won't get you anywhere good. If you want to achieve success and wealth, you must adopt an owner mindset. This means that you must take responsibility for your life and your actions. One of the things that the poor do and the rich do not is blame others for their misfortunes. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our circumstances are the fault of others. You may blame your boss for not giving you a raise or your parents for not giving you a proper education. But the truth is that you only have control over your own decisions and actions. The way you react to circumstances and challenges is what defines you. Instead of blaming others, the rich choose to investigate and study what went wrong. They learn from their mistakes and use them to grow and improve. Instead of victimizing themselves, they look for solutions and ways to protect themselves in the future. This is the kind of mindset you need if you want to succeed in life. Another important thing to do is to drop excuses. It's easy to find excuses not to do something, but they only keep you stuck in the same place. If you want to change your life, you must be willing to do what it takes to achieve it. This means putting excuses aside and taking action. Number 2. Poor people watch a lot of television. Let me tell you, if you spend hours watching reality TV shows, you are on the wrong track. While it's true that TV can be a form of entertainment and relaxation, if you make it a regular activity and lose yourself in it for hours each day, you're wasting your time and energy on something that gets you nowhere. The rich do not watch television in the same way as the poor. It's not that they don't watch TV at all, it's that they are selective about what they watch and how much time they spend on it. Rather than watching reality shows or celebrity gossip shows, the wealthy prefer to spend their time doing value-added activities, such as reading business books, learning new skills, or exercising. Why do the rich do this? Because they understand that time is a precious and limited resource, and that every minute counts. If you spend hours watching television each day, you are wasting time that could be used to do something more productive. Furthermore, the wealthy know that their financial success largely depends on their ability to make informed decisions and take concrete steps to achieve their goals. Remember, time is a precious and limited resource, and every minute counts. Don't waste your time watching TV and do something that will bring you closer to your financial goals. If you follow these tips, you can improve your financial situation and live the life you really want. Number 3. Poor people tend to have more very young children. If you are reading this and you are young, I ask you a question. Are you considering having children soon? If the answer is yes, then let me tell you that you should think twice before taking that big step. In many poor communities, it is common for people to have children at a very young age. The reasons behind this trend are many, but lack of education and lack of resources are two of the main factors. Trust me, having a child is a big responsibility, and if you're not financially prepared to deal with the costs, you may end up jeopardizing your own financial stability. As I mentioned earlier, raising a child can cost around $250,000 over their lifetime, and this number only increases if you have more than one child. If you don't have adequate resources to cover these costs, you could end up racking up debt that could affect your ability to save and thrive financially. In addition, having children at a young age can also limit your educational and employment opportunities, which in turn can limit your potential income. On the other hand, if you wait until you are more financially stable before having children, you will have the ability to provide a safer and more comfortable environment for them to grow up in. You will have more resources to cover the expenses associated with raising children, which will allow you to save and plan for the future. Also, if you have more educational and job opportunities, you will be able to provide your children with better access to education and a more comfortable life. I'm not saying you shouldn't have kids if you don't have a lot of money in the bank. What I mean is that you need to be aware of the costs associated with raising children and make informed and responsible decisions. If you decide to have children, make sure you have a solid financial plan to cover the costs associated with their care and education. You should also consider how having children can affect your educational and employment opportunities. Instead of having children early and struggling financially, you might consider waiting a few years and working on your career and personal finances. This will give you the opportunity to lay a strong foundation for the future and ensure that your children have everything they need to grow and prosper. Remember, your decisions today will affect your financial future and that of your children. Number 4. The poor surround themselves with other poor people. It is true that poor people tend to surround themselves with people in similar situations, and while this can provide a sense of comfort and familiarity, it can also limit their personal and financial growth. If you want to be successful and improve your situation, it's important to stay away from those who don't motivate you to be the best you can be. Why is it important to surround yourself with successful and motivating people? First, because they inspire you to grow and improve. When you see someone succeed in an area that you also want to excel in, it encourages you to work harder and pursue your goals harder. Second, because they provide you with a role model. Successful people can teach you the skills and strategies you need to succeed, either through their example or direct mentoring. Third, because they give you opportunities. Business and career opportunities often arise through connections and relationships, so being around influential people can open doors for you that might not otherwise be available. It is important to remember that surrounding yourself with successful people does not mean leaving your friends and family behind, but finding a balance between maintaining those relationships and seeking new opportunities for personal and professional growth. Don't be afraid to expand your social circle and look for connections that will help you move forward. Also, it's critical to understand that success isn't always about being the richest or having the most important job. Success is about reaching your goals and feeling fulfilled in your life. Sometimes this can mean sacrificing certain relationships or habits that keep you in a negative pattern. But in the end, the effort will be worth it. Do not settle for surrounding yourself with people who keep you in a situation of poverty or demotivate you. Find people who inspire you, give you new opportunities, and help you grow. Remember that success is a combination of working hard, surrounding yourself with positive people, and being willing to take risks and get out of your comfort zone. Do not give up. Number 5. Poor people eat fast food. Fast food is a tempting and convenient option for many people, especially those living in difficult situations. But at what cost? The truth is that, in terms of health, excessive consumption of fast food can be devastating. If you want to achieve wealth and success, you need to take care of your health, and this includes your diet. Rich people understand that fast food is not a sustainable option in the long run. Health is one of their top priorities, and they are willing to invest time and money in your well-being. Eating quality, nutritious food is essential to maintaining the energy and focus they need to succeed in their careers and in life in general. Also, fast food is often much more expensive than it seems. Although the price of a fast food menu may seem attractive, the long-term costs of poor health are far greater. Doctor visits, medicines, surgeries, and days missed from work can add up to huge amounts of money over time. If you want to escape the fast food trap, you need to start paying attention to what you eat. Learn how to cook healthy meals at home, shop smart at the grocery store, and look for healthy food options on the go. Start being more aware of what you eat, and you will notice the difference in how you feel. Of course, it's not easy to change your eating habits overnight. But if you commit to making small daily changes, you will eventually see big improvements in your health and life in general. And if you're trying to escape poverty and achieve wealth, this is especially important. Remember that your body is your most valuable tool in the pursuit of wealth and success. If you treat it right, it will take you far. But if you neglect it, it will cost you dearly. So why not start taking care of yourself today? Your future will thank you. Number 6. The poor spend money before getting it. It's easy to be tempted to spend money you don't have yet, especially when you need something urgently or want to buy something to impress others. However, this can be a big mistake that can land you in a difficult financial situation. The key to avoiding spending money before you have it is to have a solid budget and financial plan. This involves having a clear understanding of your income and expenses, and making sure there is always enough money to cover essential expenses like rent, food, and bills. It is important to remember that borrowed money is not free. Even if you are offered a credit card with a low interest rate or no interest for an initial period, you will eventually have to pay the interest and fees. Unnecessary spending and a lack of financial discipline can lead to a mountain of debt and poor credit, which can make it difficult to get loans in the future. Remember, financial freedom and security can only be achieved through careful planning and informed decision-making. Having a solid financial plan and financial discipline can help you avoid the common mistakes poor people make and lead you to a prosperous and successful life. Number 7. The poor wake up later than the rich. It is true that a lack of motivation and discipline in youth can be a major obstacle to success in life. Poor people are often affected by this problem and tend to waste their time sleeping or hanging out instead of working on their goals and dreams. Meanwhile, the wealthy have a more growth-focused mindset and maximizing their time and energy. Why is it important to wake up early? Because if you get up early, you'll have more time to work on your goals and dreams. You will have more energy and you will be more motivated to start your day, which will lead you to be more productive at work or in your business. In addition, people who wake up early have an advantage over others, since they can take advantage of the hours of the day that other people tend to miss. Success is not something that is achieved overnight, it requires constant effort and dedication. To be successful, you must be willing to work hard and persevere despite obstacles. The hard work mindset is critical to success, and this is something rich people understand all too well. Lack of discipline and motivation is one of the main obstacles to success in life. If you don't have the discipline to get up early and work on your goals, chances are you'll find yourself in a tough spot down the road. It's important to be proactive and take steps to make sure you're on the right path to success. Don't give in to the temptation to stay in bed for a couple more hours. Get up early, exercise, meditate, or work on your projects. The key is to use your time in an effective and disciplined way to achieve success in your life. Remember that every day is an opportunity to be better, so don't waste it. Number 8. The poor use credit cards or ask for loans for useless things. Have you ever used your credit card to buy something you didn't really need? Or have you requested a loan to finance an unnecessary purchase? If you have, you are not alone. Many poor people fall into the trap of making useless purchases on credit, which leads them into a spiral of debt and financial problems. The difference between the rich and the poor is how they use credit. The rich know that credit can be a powerful tool for building wealth and increasing their income. They use credit strategically to invest in businesses or assets that will generate income in the future. On the other hand, poor people often use credit to buy things that are not necessary and will not earn them money. This can lead to an unsustainable debt load and constant financial struggle. If you want to escape the useless credit trap and start building your wealth, you need to change your mindset about money. Instead of looking at credit as a way to get what you want right now, you should start thinking of it as an investment in your financial future. Before using your credit card or taking out a loan, ask yourself, will this purchase help me make more money in the future? Is it an investment in my education, my business, or my career? If the answer is no, then you should reconsider the purchase. Instead of using credit to buy things you don't need, you should start using it strategically to invest in your financial future. This may mean investing in your education to improve your skills and increase your income, or investing in a business or property that will generate long-term passive income. Remember, credit is a powerful tool, but only if it's used wisely. If you want to build wealth and be financially successful, you need to start thinking long-term and use credit strategically to invest in your future. So the next time you're tempted to use your credit card for a worthless purchase, stop and ask yourself if this purchase will help you build your wealth in the long run. Number 9. Poor people do not have regular checkups with their doctor. Health is the greatest wealth someone can have in their life, yet many poor people do not realize this until it is too late. One of the things that the poor do and the rich don't is not have regular checkups with their doctor. While it is true that medical care can be expensive, it is even more expensive if serious illness is discovered in advanced stages. It's important to understand that getting regular checkups is not just a matter of preventing disease, but also a way to save money in the long run. If a disease is discovered at an early stage, it is easier and cheaper to treat than if it is discovered at an advanced stage. In addition, the risk of complications and unnecessary hospitalizations is also reduced. So why don't poor people get regular checkups? In many cases, it is simply because they do not have the financial resources to do so. But there is also a lack of awareness about the importance of prevention in healthcare. Many poor people are more concerned with basic needs, such as food and shelter, and do not see healthcare as a priority. But if you really want to make sure you're successful and financially independent in the future, you need to start taking care of your health today. Getting regular checkups with a doctor is not only important for your physical health, but also for your mental health. Constant worry about health can be a major impediment to success and happiness in life. Number 10. The poor believe that others should help them get to the top. It's easy to fall into the mindset that the world owes you something, especially if you grew up in an environment where success was promised to come easily. But the truth is, no one owes you anything. Life is not fair, but still, we have to accept that we are responsible for our own destiny. The rich know this, and that is why they are willing to work hard and take risks to achieve success. They know they can't depend on anyone else to get them to the top. And while they can count on the help of others, they know that it is their responsibility to ultimately achieve their goals. If you want to be successful, you need to stop blaming others for your problems and take responsibility. This means being proactive and finding solutions instead of waiting for someone else to do it for you. If you're in financial trouble, instead of borrowing money or waiting for a bailout, you should find creative ways to generate income and reduce your expenses. Another thing to keep in mind is that you never stop learning. The rich know that knowledge is power, and they are willing to keep learning to keep up with and adapt to market changes. They invest in their education and personal development, and this is something you should do too if you want to be successful. Finally, it is important to have a mindset of perseverance and resilience. We know that the road to success is not easy, but if you keep working hard and don't give up, you will eventually get to where you want to be. Rich people don't give up easily, and neither should you.